Right back to Mitchell here. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Texans much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover. Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Jump straight. Hey. Go.
Off play action. Fields. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
From the 10, 1st and goal. That's going to be caught by Rivers. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Come on.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
Hey.
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Richardson looking to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Hey, 551.
Play action. It's Fields. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nico Collins, the intended receiver.
But it's going to be second down.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right?
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
A handoff for Mitchell running left.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Richardson looking to throw this. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got that complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. Ready, right?
And Richardson back to throw it.
Forced out to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Anthony Richardson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
You talk about this Miami defense.
Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown.
Houston. Devon Achane, 75 yards. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Second down, here's Richardson. Checks this one down, it's Mitchell. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Here we go, here we go.
Another run with Mitchell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
19 Lions.
Now Richardson. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The Dolphins are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On third down, here's Mitchell. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Cougar 19.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and this Texans defense stands tall.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here we go.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Hey, Ken. Go.
Now it's Fields.
Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
This is taken at about the 14.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And it'll be Dolphin football.
Ready, break. Viking 18. 79 Broncos. Go.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
No mud. You got a mini base. Press. Punch right.
On play action, Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now it's Richardson. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Steps away. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Here we go.
The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
11. West right 5.
On first down, it's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Mills. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Now Fields.
Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when you're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Texans are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go, side. Out, let's go. Side.
Off play action, Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to the air, Fields on second down.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
3rd and long.
EQ. You got a right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Play action. It's Fields.
Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Dolphins 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
They're on 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They go play action with Richardson. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Rodgers on the return. There he goes, right side. And how about this? He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags. A punt return touchdown and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him. Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
Don't jump.
The
Ready?
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
No muss, no muss. Go.
Fields now to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tonight.
Back to throw. Fields.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Here we go. Hey, no, Monday. Hey, Ken. Tonight.
Fields throwing again. That's going to be caught by Rivers.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the micro.
Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 32 yards.
And the Texans are pouring it on.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Dolphins 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Okay, ready.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Ready.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Rolling to his right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
For a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
An option give now to Mitchell.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The partners still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or their foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well They just want to continue the process.
A chant hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go, son.
Now they send a man in motion right.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
EQ.
Brought down back at the 4-yard line.
Trips left. Hey, can't. Delta.
On 4th down, Fields.
Buying time to his left. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Quez Watkins
From 4 yards out.
And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Hard running at the 15.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Off play action, Richardson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A give running right is Mitchell.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. First down, here's Mitchell.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And that one too wide and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ready.
Richardson. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it's complete to Mitchell.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Christian Watson,
33 yards.
And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by.
He's got a man, complete.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Texans.
Quez Watkins with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second down, here's Richardson. Right side to Watson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. First and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Tempo, tempo, tempo.
Mitchell now off the option. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Dolphins, first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And now off to the races down the right side. Still going. They can't stop him. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Fairbairn good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Don't jump. Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
You got a mini base, right?
Fields. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. No mas, no mas. Press, punch right.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, and a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Steps away to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Now Richardson.
And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is going.